All right, testing. This is Alex from Mindful Attraction 2.0. I look tired as hell for some reason. I'm like sweating bullets. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to make a guy sexually addicted to you. All right, and this doesn't come about. This comes about in terms of having good sex, but making a guy sexually addicted to you is a little bit different. All right, and so we're gonna be talking about how to create it, what you could do, and some do's and don'ts in order to make a guy sexually addicted to you. And this requires work. You know, you cannot make a guy sexually addicted to you if there's nothing that you have to offer. You cannot make something. In order to make someone addicted to you, you have to be something. You have to be exceptional in some way. And when it comes to being a girlfriend and making him love you, you have to be a very awesome person. But when it comes to making him sexually addicted, you really have to know what you're doing. This is not for someone who just, no. You got to work on this, girl. You know, you got to start Googling. And I'm gonna tell you guys some things to do, but this takes work, all right? So let's get started. All right. So first things first, if you want him to be sexually addicted to you, fear of being judged, put an air. No, if you want it to be sexually addicted to you, you have to be sexual in some way or another, right? Now, most women fear being sexual because they fear being judged by the guy. They fear coming across as too sexual and not being taken seriously, right? And that even comes about in other ways, in terms of not wanting to have sex with the guy on the same night because you don't want to seem too slutty, right? But there's a way of doing it. There's a way of doing it that will not make you feel slutty, right? And that's through having an air of innocence, like putting on the air of that you don't know what's going, that you don't know that you're just an innocent girl. If you're highly sexual, or if you actually know how to please a guy, it's better to suppress it and not show any hints. No, show subtle hints, but don't be overly direct about what you can or cannot do in bed. You see what I'm saying? It's better off to catch them by surprise, because for the most part, the girls that have fascinated me the most were the ones that were good in bed, but caught me by surprise. You see, it's the fact that I didn't expect it. It's the fact that the expectation was set low. You know, happiness is a function of expectation, and satisfaction is a function of expectations. So act as though you hardly know much about sex. You see, but be complacent. If he asks you to come over with you, to come over to his place with you, you go. But act as though you don't know what's going on. Act as though like this is new for you. You see, and so the reason why is that you're keeping the bar low, but you're having the vibe high, which is act as though you don't know what's going on, but deep down, your intention, your confidence in what you're able to do to him exudes in some subtle way that makes you more attractive. All right. So, but it's important that you are good. Like, that's the thing, though, is that this doesn't work if you're not good in bed, right? Because there's a lot of women that are good in bed, but they don't incorporate the psychological aspect before having sex. You see what I'm saying? So, in order for you to actually make him sexually addicted to him before anything happens, you need to know how to stir up his fantasy. And in order for you to do that, you have to, if you're gonna stir up his fantasy, you better live up to your expectations. And that's why you actually gotta be good. Yeah, you cannot be good at sex without being a little freaky with this. You see, that is something you guys gotta understand. You guys cannot be good at sex by just him being good at sex. That's just that is not gonna work out. All right. That's what I'm trying to get at with you guys. That is not gonna work out. You really have to put that shit and make that a goal. Make that a fucking goal to make a guy sexually addicted to you. Because once you make that a goal to improve and better, trust me, you're gonna begin to do a little bit more work. Another way for you to make him more addicted to you is vary, right? So not only just knowing sexual moves, all right, but also vary in how you guys have sex. Most women stay in one spot. Most women have to be encouraged to vary. So I can tell you this, is that some of the women that I've been with that were pretty fucking crazy in a good way were the ones that wanted to be fucked in random ass areas. They were like, fucking here. I'm like, whoa, whoa, here? What the fuck? Right here? Like, they were the ones encouraging it. But it was all hidden in the mask of innocence. Like the innocent freak comes out. Innocent freaks come out. I'm like, oh shit, who am I taking today? You know, and so it has to be you because if you just have sex in one spot, it's gonna be like a little ritual, like normal, the whole same old same old. No, you gotta vary in different spots. I'm telling you, man, like that really, because then you have different dynamics. You have fear involved, fear of being caught. Do you have that suspense, the possibility of getting caught? It's the danger side. And so when he begins associating you with that side of danger, but also innocence, it gives you an edge that most women don't have, because most women do one thing, but they may not do the other. Yeah, innocent freaks. Yeah, innocently freaks, right? You're innocent until proven freaky. That's good. Innocent until proven freaky. That's hilarious. Oh man, that's good. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm making that a catchphrase. I'm trademarking that. Come on, guys, man. Give me a courtesy LOLs, courtesy smiles, man. That was actually good. Um, let me see. So give the vibe of the innocent, weak little girl, and then give it to him. You see, like acting as though, oh, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do. Boom. And once you're ready to do it, man, you go to work. You see, and so a lot of women who are good in bed make that mistake where they'll act like they're good in bed, and they'll be direct about it. And again, there's a time and place to do that, right? But generally speaking, though, if you want him to be sexually addicted to you, you want to give off the vibe that you don't know what you're doing. But the thing is that because you're acting as though you don't know that what you're doing, while knowing what you're gonna do to him, it gives you space to be a little freaky. It gives you space for you to be a little more sexual. You see, because the self is always coming through. It's kind of like when you have no confidence and you act confident. Even though you're trying to act confident when you're really not, what's really going to speak for you is what you're suppressing in subtle ways. And it's going to have more of an impact. So if you really are good and bad and you downplay it, that's the downplay in it is not going to be felt. But what's underneath that is what's going to be felt. You see? Oh yeah, it's the element of surprise, man. You know, when you expect the one thing and then suddenly you get the other. Not when they're trannies. You're like, oh fuck, wait a minute. God damn it. I should never came to Brazil. Oh man. So show power afterwards by controlling the pace of the relationship, making him feel control and then losing it after he loses it. For example, right? So for the most part, most women ask me, how do I have sex with a guy the first day without coming across as too easy? Well, it's very simple, right? You have sex with the guy, and then you stop contacting him. This is the thing, though, is that controlling the pace of the relationship is more important than the actual things that happen. Pace is huge. You see, pace in sex is better than the techniques you use. Pace in terms of rhythm, fast, slowing down, slow, fast. Pace is more important than the actual technique, because if you have good technique when you're going fast all the time, of course it's going to grow stale. So pace is important. So what's the pace in this? The pace is not just in sex, right? Part is what satisfies them. The psychological games when it gets them addicted. Now this psychological game is done through when you're not around and the impression that you leave them on, right? So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna talk about the impression you should leave at the end, right? But anyways, so the pace that I'm talking about is more about you see him when he sees you, and when he doesn't see you, you want to give him the feeling that he lost you. Now the reason why you want to do that is because now you want to finish the interaction with him wanting to have sex with you, and you say no some other time, right? Because in his mind, he's gonna say, fuck, I cannot wait for the other time. Suddenly you start growing cold. He's expecting you to hear from him. He doesn't. And that's when he begins to crave what you gave him. And that's when he begins to value that more, right? So the way for you to do that is before you even say bye to him, before you leave him off, right? Whatever, before you say bye, act as though you're gonna have sex one more time, turn him on, then get that Uber, hop on that Uber. Because you're gonna leave them saying, "Oh fuck, come on, no, you don't get none. You don't get none until I come back, all right?" And then you act like as though you lost interest, right? And then he's gonna be like, "Oh fuck, what happened? And then you come back some other time, and it's suddenly, but that because you returned suddenly, it gives it, the surprise adds more dopamine. You see what I'm saying? And that's how you control the interaction and whatnot. But the thing is that this doesn't work every single time. All right, you gotta vary. Um, at the end of the day, what makes them addicted to you is your presence, who you are, your femininity, right? But these are just superficial ways to get them a little bit more addicted to you than you would have otherwise have made them if you didn't know these tactics. You see? So when you finish having sex with him or whatnot, you want to turn him on and then drop him. You see, like turn him on, and right at that peak, when he wants to have sex with you again, you don't let him do it because you want to leave him wanting more of you. You see, and that's how you control the pace. Like I'm telling you, like if you feel like you had sex too early, just if you feel like you had sex too early, just stop seeing him for a while and then come back. It is that simple because if he says, "Hey, they want to hang out," and you said, "Nah, you know what? Like, I don't think we should talk. You know, I don't think we should do this." Blah blah blah. It puts you back in control, and that's how you do it. Yeah, man. This is our Modelo, and yeah. I mean, let me read some of this, right? It's kind of early today. Yes, 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 yes. This is like sexy Sunday. That's what today is. Sexy Sunday. Talked about sexy day. Let me see. I mean, I just had some Georgian bread. I don't know if you guys ever had Georgian bread. That shit is amazing. That shit is fucking good. Georgian bread is good. I'm telling you, man, that innocent to proven freaky is nice. I am going to keep that to myself. Let me see. Anyways, that's it, man. I mean, I'm not gonna over expand this topic as any further. I feel like there's better qualified YouTubers out there to talk about this, right? But I thought I'd give you guys my point, right? Anyways, this is it. Have a good day and bye bye. I'm about to go to the park. Yeah. Oh, yo, if you guys haven't signed up for my seminar, July 8th, July 9th, go sign up. It's in the link below. It's in the description below. Okay. Bye bye.